eve of the last election, the 2020 presidential election. There was a lot of compromising information about Hunter Biden found on a laptop that was found about a month before the election. Was that made up, or was that actually true?
Hunter Biden was prosecuted.
Was the laptop story, was it true or false?
It doesn't matter.
Turns out it was true, but you were told it was false. So we share with you a passion
for... Who said it was false?
Getting rid of disinformation.
U.S. intelligence. Free speech. The Central Intelligence Agency came out and signed a letter, 50 of them, saying that this was Russian disinformation. I lost my Twitter account because I started to share the Hunter Biden laptop during the election. 1 in 4 swing voters during the 2020 election said they would have voted differently if they knew about the Hunter Biden laptop. That's our own government.
And that's disinformation.
Yeah, but his dad was all throughout the laptop, talking about foreign deals, Chinese cash, Ukrainian meetings, Russian deals. All that was in the laptop.
Hunter Biden was prosecuted.
Right, that's not the
point. Just like how Trump was prosecuted.
Right.
34 felons.
Yeah, we got that. So I'm going back, though, to the laptop. Our own government came in and said that that laptop was Russian disinformation. Let me ask you a question, though. Do you believe that saying that closing schools during COVID was a good thing?
Yes.
Okay. That is now widely accepted as being epidemiologically wrong, morally wrong.
We got a lot of kids who are now suffering from mental health disorders. You got a lot of kids who have failed to acclimate socially, who are 2, 3, 4 years old, but that grew up into that.
More importantly, should I have been able to say during the pandemic that closing schools was wrong?
You as an individual?
And my media company.
Your media company? Probably not. But you as an individual, sure.
So we're going to I agree, and this is where we're going to agree to disagree. We have a different
Stalinist view of speech, basically.
Well, I mean, Charlie, I think we even the labels aside, if somebody believes that you should not have been able to say during the pandemic that schools should remain open, if it's your belief that a media company should not have been allowed to say that, then I think if you're voting for Kamala Harris, you are voting for the right candidate for you. I truly believe that.
Okay, sure.
She's the censorship candidate. Her belief of the world is that if Charlie Kirk and Elon Musk get too powerful...
So when Donald Trump said that people who kneel for the national anthem should go to jail, is that free speech?
Well, he never said they should go to jail. He said they're not patriotic. He never said they should go to jail.
Yes, he did.
Again, I hate... He never said they should go to jail.
Yes, he did.
Okay, see this again. You are a victim of disinformation.
No.
Let me ask you just one more question. Can men give birth?
Can men give birth?
Yeah.
If they're transgender.
So again, I mean, the beauty of this country, but the beauty of this country is that she gets to have that view and vote for who she wants. And I think we have laid out here, this is a Kamala Harris voter, right? If you believe men can give birth, vote for Kamala Harris, not Donald Trump. If you believe that you should not have been allowed to say as a media company that schools should not have closed during COVID-19, that you should have been banned from saying it, absolutely Kamala Harris is your candidate, not Donald Trump. This lays out the choice in the election.
Your media company should not put out disinformation.
But let me just one more question. Who judges its disinformation? Who's in charge of that standard?
It depends on what it is. If we're talking about COVID, we should look for the medical scientists and doctors.
Were they wrong about anything during COVID?
Some things.
So then why should we give them unilateral authority? This is where we're different. We believe the first...
This is science, not scripture. So science can be changed. Yes, that's how science works. It always evolves. We believe that the Earth was in the center of the universe.
Should a media company be allowed to say that climate change is not an existential risk to humanity?
It depends on what type of data that they're putting out.
So if a media company says the climate change agenda is made up on false premises and that, you know what, global surface temperature should be allowed to go up, should they be banned from saying it?
Should a media company say that bleach is good to drink?
They should be allowed to say it.
First of all, that never happened. That never happened. Never happened.
They should be allowed to say that?
And they should be allowed to say it, of course, because the First Amendment protects all speech, hate speech, disinformation, misinformation, and correct speech. You cannot police...
Or individuals.
And companies. And individuals, LLCs, companies are run by platforms. The free speech transcends all platforms all the time. Okay. And you cannot all of a sudden...
I think this is useful, because I do think there's a difference in opinion.
So illuminating.
And if you have the views you do, I do think Kamala Harris is your candidate.
And the final point is under your view, last thing, let's say Trump wins and becomes supreme dictator of America. Why would you give him the power to shut up liberal media?
What?
You believe that the experts or whatever should be able to close disinformation. If Trump were to win, why would you give him that power to shut up liberal media?
If the liberal media is wrong?
But Trump would say they're wrong, so he'll shut it up. But that's the point. Okay, that's the point, is that at some point, that's why you should have